Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is George Achillea and welcome to my review of Tottenham 5, Southampton 2. Yes, that is right. It's game week 2 in the Premier League and Spurs managed to beat Southampton away 5-2. Thank goodness for that, because if you watch the game, you'd know the first half, not great. Second half, much better from us, and we managed to get a brilliant away win. But before we get into the review, guys, if you are new around here, then please make sure to subscribe down below. Also, press that like button to help out. We've now got 60.5k subs, and your support has been phenomenal throughout this whole summer lockdown period, everything, and I just want to make amazing content for you guys. So make sure to leave a like, comment, everything, support the channel, and I'll try and support you guys as much as possible by providing the best content as possible. But anyway, enough of the waffling, let's get into the review. What I think I'm going to do is start off by saying that Sonny, Kane, best duo in the Premier League. What can I say? These guys, Sonny got 4 goals today, beautiful finishes. Kane, 4 assists for all of Sonny's goals, and then a goal himself. And not just that, the assists were also insane, but we'll go into that in a bit more detail later on. Let's take this game play by play, talk through the match, and give my opinions on what was going on. So I'm going to start off with the team lineup at Spurs. I was a bit apprehensive at the start. Yes, I knew we had to rotate a bit more because honestly, we've got so many games coming up, right? We've got Southampton today, and then we've got Leyton Orient Tuesday in the Carabao Cup, the 3rd round qualifier in Europa League on Thursday, and then Newcastle next Sunday. And then it's repeated again for another week. So we've pretty much got games every other day for the next couple of weeks. So I knew there was going to be rotations. I knew certain players weren't necessarily going to play or start all the time, but my word, do we have to start Lo Celso everywhere we can. But looking at the initial lineup today, we had Lloris, Doherty, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis left back. Then we had a middle 2 of Højbjerg and Winks, and then Ndombele in front of them as an attacking mid, and then we had Son, Kane, Lucas. What I was apprehensive at the start, and if you would have seen my tweets, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, if you would have seen my tweets, I would have said, you know what, I'm not too keen on Dyer right now. I think he's prone to a lot of mistakes, and as well as that, I think the Højbjerg-Winks combo just has not been working at Spurs these first couple of games. So I suggested that it's probably going to be not working too well in midfield, but I was extremely excited to see Ndombele start and play further forward and play to his strengths of being the creator and in midfield and bringing the ball towards the attack. And I also said that I think Bergwijn would be a better addition than Lucas into the side. But like I said before, rotation was expected, so I wasn't too disheartened by that. And what did we see in the first half? Well, what I noticed is that the Højbjerg-Winks combo didn't really work. And also the fact that the defending was just really shocking yet again, to be honest with you. For Danny Ings' goal, I've got to give massive credit to Kyle Walker-Peters for one, for providing the assist. The ball over the whole of the defense was top class, and it picked out Ings perfectly. Ings, great touchdown, great finish. It was a deserved goal, and they, at that point they were the much better team, and the goal was coming. I think the first 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, I think it was fairly even, and I think we had quite a few chances. We had the offside goal. We had a goal disallowed for being offside. We also had Sonny going offside through 1-on-1, and then we had another goal that was offside as well. The Son one at the start where Son was offside for a Kane goal, that was marginal, and that is just because he was leaning just offside. The other two were clear as day. Apart from that, we didn't have any other chances, and after 15 minutes or so, Southampton really grew into the game, and they were abusing the balls over our defence. Our defence was looking so shaky yet again, and again for that goal, even though the ball from Kyle Walker-Peters was brilliant and the touch was great from Ings, I just saw Dyer literally watch the ball go over his head and straight into Ings' feet. He like didn't even try, to be honest with you. And then another chance where Ings was offside. Well, actually, it was given as handball, where Lloris had to come sprinting out and he headed it up onto Ings' hand, onto his elbow even. That was a handball, so that goal was disallowed for them. Again, it was a situation where Dyer kind of pulled up and he just kind of stood there and put his arm up just to say that Ings was offside, even though he wasn't. So I think defensively it was not a good performance from him or Sanchez in that first half. Davis looked a lot better than the Everton game. I will give him credit there because he blocked a shot from Che Adams, I believe, and he was just all in all just performing a lot better than he did beforehand. But again, that first half was not great. Ndombele had little moments here and there, but like I said, that period where Southampton dominated and they took the lead, hardly touched the ball, and we couldn't get the ball to our forward. There didn't seem to be a game plan. Then all of a sudden it took just that one bit of magic from Ndombele, and this is why I love the guy. He used his strength to control the ball off of one Southampton defender, then roulette spin, 360 around the other, set up, I think it was Harry Kane, someone said, who then assisted Son for the first goal. And so that was all because of him that we managed to equalise right before the end of the first half. So it was a very positive end to a pretty abysmal first half for Spurs, but then the second half was a totally different story. We go into the second half with obviously Lo Celso coming on for Ndombele. At the time I was thinking, is this the move? I would have liked to have seen Winks come off because I still really just was not keen on Winks-Højbjerg combination in midfield. But as soon as Lo Celso came on, the creativity, the spark, the ball fed straight through into Harry Kane, who then had a nice little poke through to Sonny to make it 2-1. So the assists, the setup play from Lo Celso, you could tell that he is the midfield maestro in our team right now. He's the one that is providing all the assists and creating all the plays. Very, very Eriksen-esque, and is supposed to be our Eriksen replacement. So I'm really excited to see him play bossing in the midfield for us, and we look so much better going forward, knowing that he can pick out pretty much any pass. So I think he needs to play as much as possible, or even just allow Ndombele to grow a bit more so that he can get to that level as well. As we all know, he has the ability to do that. So thoroughly impressed with Lo Celso and what he had to offer, allowing us to go 2-1 up, and then by that point I think we just started to control the ball a bit more. Okay, saying that, Southampton did have started to get a bit of possession again, started to grow in the game a bit again, but what they were doing, which was pretty poor from their standard, is the defence were playing so high up, really high line, and we were just abusing that the second half. Even if we didn't necessarily have the possession, the balls over every single time was finding Son, was finding Kane. They were finding someone in our attack, and that literally led to their downfall, because then Kane with an absolute beautiful assist where he had the ball taken out wide to the right hand side of the field, and then he just straight up, look up, bink, right into Sonny's path, who finishes it. And Sonny's finishing today has been phenomenal. But no, I think those two up front were brilliant, especially when we kind of swapped to like a 4-4-2 it seemed. Those two playing striker together, and Kane almost playing like a cam, which who needs a creative midfielder when you've got Kane in midfield and strike and everywhere, because the guy can do anything. Whoever says he's one-dimensional and can only finish, you're all wrong. I've said this for so long. The guy can actually assist so well. His vision is insane. He's done it for England, he's done it for Spurs, and he's just proven it again today versus Southampton. So we managed to turn it around totally. They managed to get another goal through a penalty, which, not a handball. Doherty's arm was already there in place in a defensive position, and the ball was flicked up onto his hand and it was given a handball. Same as Lindelof from Man United. They shouldn't have been penalties, but nonetheless it was given. We were 5-1 up at that point, so wasn't too disheartened by it, with Danny Ings bagging his second goal of the game. So all in all, the second half turned it around totally. The Lo Celso substitution changed it totally. And I think I've got to give massive shout out to Sonny bagging those 4 goals, Kane getting those 4 assists and the goal. I can't rave about this partnership enough. And the fact that we've got Bale to come with it as well. The league might as well give up. We're coming for everything. I swear to God we are, because I'm excited to see that. But yeah, anyway, that pretty much sums up the Southampton Spurs game and my view of it, and what players I thought worked, what players I thought didn't. And I'm just kind of looking forward to see where this team goes now that we've got Reguilon and Bale to come in as well. So yeah, man, next up is Leyton Orient. I'll be doing a stream for that on Tuesday in the Carabao Cup. Thank you guys for supporting the streams like you have been amazing. And yeah, I guess I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'd be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on